I want to discuss a theory with you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Okay, so my idea is, it's not my idea, but there's an idea out there in the world, and I wholeheartedly agree with it, that creative energy has a life of its own. It's something beyond and above us humans, and it has to play out its purpose in the world. And if it can't, if it's blocked somehow, it will find a home elsewhere. So, for example, I don't know about you, but if I'm not being creative, I get really over analytical and I get really kind of mad busy head energy. And I also find myself offering people unsolicited advice and trying to kind of fix all the things and the people around me as though they're projects. So for me, when I'm starting to find these patterns in my everyday life, I know, Harriet, you're not being creative enough, you're not channeling that creative energy, and it's just finding a home in your life. And I want to just read a really good quote about this concept. So there's an amazing Jungian psychologist called Marie-Louise von Franz. She trained under Carl Jung and then had her own practice afterwards. And she says, people who have a creative side and do not live it are the most disagreeable therapy clients. They make a mountain out of a molehill, fuss about unnecessary things, are too passionately in love with somebody who is not worth so much attention, and so on. There is a kind of floating charge of energy in them, which is not attached to its right object, and therefore tends to apply exaggerated dynamism to the wrong situation. Wow, I love that quote, because to me it signifies this idea that there's a potent energy inside you, and when it becomes displaced, it becomes almost mischievous, and it's your job to kind of be the master, I guess, keep it in line and keep it channeled and focused in a productive and kind of wholesome way, and I do believe you can find that energy once it finds its home. Then there's a balance that's created within the person, within the artist. But if that energy isn't channeled, I do believe it kind of backs up and causes problems in other areas of your life. So let me know what you think about this idea. I know it's very esoteric, but I do think creativity is very esoteric. It's something very transcendent about having an idea pop into your head and then, being a kind of wizard or an alchemist and bringing it into life. It's almost like a magic. So I very much subscribe to that way of viewing creativity and creative practice. So let me know what you think in the comments, and if you've had an experience of this in your own life or witnessed it in people around you.